All right, guys, this is really deep, really deep, an incredibly detailed code, and it's basically I feel like everything I've done over the last 2.5 years has built up for this code. I've been talking about Revelation forever and a day now, about the number 42, about the end times, about Bill Gates, about Brady, about Satan, how they're all connected, about 9/11. I'm going to show you in this decode alone what I do, why I do it, and you're going to see how high the level is of my work at this point, guys. It is going to blow your mind. It is a code and video that needs to be shared. I don't know how long I'm going to go on for. I just saw there were 9 in the live, 1 like, 91, the 13th triangular number. 13, a big number as to why Giselle, the witch, the bloke, is now divorced with Brady, the guy who was drafted the 199th pick in round 6, but became the GOAT and has 7 rings. Told you how Brady's connected to Pope Francis. Look at that 15 in the live, 5 likes when the Bucks won Super Bowl 55, the end of the season, 15-5. Told you Pope Francis was born 12/17 on Saturnalia. Saturn has 7 rings. 1,217 is the 199th prime. Brady, the 199th pick. 199, the 46th prime. He retired 46 days after the Pope's birthday. The word Catholic gets you 46. The first US Catholic president was JFK. We're told he was assassinated at 46. Brady recently went to the White House with the Bucks to meet with the 46th president, Joe Biden. So, guys, this is off the charts. Hey, Dr. Dre. Hey, John Wayne. This is hilarious, the names that I'm saying here. Hey, how you doing, Amy? What's up? Dr. Dre, the significance of his $44 billion deal is Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter has been completed 185 days after his April the 25th, 2022 offer. Donald John Trump equals 185. Fantastic. The 44s are all over the place. It's why the Bucks got their 193rd all-time home loss yesterday, the 44th prime. It's why Man United, the Red Devils, opened the scoring after 44 minutes. Remember, the owners of Man United are the Glazers, who also own Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Remember, Ronaldo broke that goal-scoring record whilst Tom Brady was at Old Trafford in attendance in the Satanic ritual, which I've done a video about. I've done so many videos at this point. So again, if you're going to say, what's the NFL got to do with the Premier League? Satan is running all these franchises. That is what they've got in common. All right. What's Ronaldo got in common with Brady other than they're the GOAT? They worship the Baphomet. That is what they have in common. 26 in the live, 6 likes, 26-6. That's when Pope Francis became the 266th Pope, didn't he? He's a 266th Pope. Brady is so connected to Kobe and LeBron, and Kobe and LeBron were both drafted the 26th of June, 26-6. 26 plus 6 gets you your 32. Kobe Bryant, who won 3 rings wearing the number 8 jersey, 2 rings wearing the number 24, you're 32. Brady retired on the 32nd day of the year. There's 32 teams in the NFL. I've got these insane codes about what's going to go down at the World Cup. Guys, check out my website now whilst I have one, whilst you still have the opportunity to go online and support people's work. It's not going to be here this time next year, in my opinion. People say I'm being negative. How often am I wrong? There's 32 teams in the World Cup. All right, it's really deep. There's 32 rays in the Society of Jesus, his logo. Do you follow the NBA basketball? If so, who would you pick to win this year? Amy, last year I had the Warriors to win the NBA in December, and 6 months later, on 616, the alternate number of the beast, they did win it. Look at that, 31 in the live, 9 likes, 31-9. Brady and the Bucks won Super Bowl 55, 31-9. I'll tell you why that number is so important later in the code. I ain't going to tell you right now who I think is going to win the NBA. People need to support my website for the work that I do. All right, I put futures columns. I've got futures right in football, soccer, hockey, golf, tennis, swimming, Formula One, snooker. All right, way more sports I've called futures before they began. So I ain't just going to come here and just say, oh, this team's going to win this. Do you know how much work I put into it? You think I'm just going to just tell everyone all the time? Somebody said this to me yesterday. They said, maybe if you didn't do so much lives for free and videos for free and reveal everything you do on your website, people would support you more. He said, I'm too nice and I give everything away for free on YouTube, which is true. I do the amazing code and then I reveal it in a video for free. The only thing that you're basically getting on my website is the sports picks before the outcome is determined. But I'll keep doing it because I care more about the truth than the money, to be honest with you. So I'm going to get into this decode as I have 13 likes and they just divorced after 13 years. We know there's 13 Illuminati bloodlines. So I am going to go deep here. I might not see the comments for X amount of minutes. So check this out. Check this out. Wait a second. There's a beautiful girl messaging me. Kenya, I am live as we speak. Tune in for a few minutes and you'll hear what I do. And let me know what you think, okay? So, Adam, do the codes not overwhelm you? It's all negative with this demons. No, God's won. All you need to know, Brian, is God's won. So, did I used to get overwhelmed? Yes. Did I used to give a lot of my energy to Satan because I was gambling every day and allowing my emotions to get the better of me sometimes because of the money that was at stake? Yes. Do I gamble anymore? No. Could I gamble now and win a lot of money? Yes. Why do you think I said the Bucks would lose the last 2 games, which they did? They got beat by the Panthers and then they got beat by the Ravens. All right. I don't let it overwhelm me. I believe that God is completely in control of everything. I think he's using Satan to test us right now. I think a lot of people are failing. I think the knowledge that I share will help you find God. I think knowledge is power, but there's a big difference between knowledge and wisdom. Wisdom's knowing what to do with the knowledge. A lot of people have a lot of knowledge, but they don't know what to do with it. So no, I don't get overwhelmed. At the beginning, you will, and most people will turn away from this knowledge because they get overwhelmed and they can't handle it. The whole famous expression of you can't handle the truth. That is the case for most people in this world. I do believe more people are slowly seeing the way the world is now. Maybe they don't think it's Satan, but they know that something's not quite right with this world right now. So people are more open to what I'm saying. I really do believe, hand on my heart, that this time next year, if I do have a platform, people will look back at my work and say this guy was a prophet and he truly cared about humanity. Because I've called so much at this point. I've said this before. I could retire right now and I'd leave behind a body of work that most people will never get near in their life. So here we go. This is another example of what I do. And I pretty much do these level of codes on a regular basis. So check this out. This might need me to take a few breaks. Okay. Before I get into this, Giselle's a man and all supermodels are. That's Victoria's Secret, just to let you know. And Brady has admitted that Giselle's a witch. And I keep talking about witchcraft. The Kardashians are all witches. People are not laughing now, are they? All right. People are not laughing now where it's all being revealed. Where Brady can literally come out and tell the world that his wife is a witch. So here we go. Tom Brady and Giselle get divorced in a truly satanic ritual, okay? So I also believe this indicates World War III is on its way, and I believe something major is going to happen at the upcoming 2022 World Cup, which is the 22nd edition of the World Cup. I ain't going to say exactly what it is, but I'm probably going to do a bit shoot video as to what I think is going to happen. And I'm almost certain it's going to happen. That's all I'm going to say. And when I feel like that, I'm pretty much always right, as you know, if I'm almost certain in my gut. So on October 28th, 2022, Brady announced on Instagram, by the way, none of these celebrities control their social media platforms. Brady announced on Instagram that he and Bunchen, which is Giselle, had divorced after 13 years of marriage. I've told you there's 13 Illuminati bloodlines. 13 is an enormous number. Supposedly, Giselle was unhappy with Brady's decision to return to football following his brief retirement and had provided an ultimatum that she was gone for good unless Brady stepped away from the game. So Giselle couldn't handle one more season of Brady playing in the NFL. By the way, Brady was born on 8/3, August the 3rd. 83 is the 23rd prime. It's his 23rd season in the NFL. Okay? 23 is a number that's connected to 666. It's why Michael Jordan wore 23 and LeBron, and why Beckham went to LA Galaxy and he wore the number 23. That number is connected, guys, to 666. Because 2 divided by 3 is 0.66666. This will be Brady's last season. I said it would be his last season. I said he would come out of retirement. He came out of retirement 40 days after he retired. All right. Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. Brady won Super Bowl 55, 31-9, 40 total points. Remember, Brady became 7-3 in Super Bowls, like 73, in the 21st year, the 21st century, and he retired on February the 1st. On Black History Month, the beginning of it. 73 is the 21st prime, guys. All right. Why I said Brady would win that Super Bowl before the season began, and I said he would beat the Chiefs, the baby goat Mahomes, and it worked out exactly as I said it would work out. When Mahomes couldn't even throw a touchdown in Super Bowl 55, they ended on 9 points. Brady's in his 23rd season. 23 is the 9th prime, which is 3 times 3. Remember, coronavirus was declared a global pandemic on 11/3. 11 times 3 is 33. Remember, 9/11 occurred 33 years after 1968. I'll tell you why that number is so big and why that year was so big later in the video. So, Tom Brady previously described his wife, Giselle Bundchen, as a witch and described the numerous rituals she engaged in to help his football career. He basically said, guys, he finds out at the beginning of the season from Giselle whether he's going to win the Super Bowl or not. All right? Because she tells him. She tells him. He's admitting that he does rituals. He's admitting his wife's a witch. Yet people just dismiss this. And the reason they dismiss it is one of 2 reasons. They're under a spell by witches like Giselle, or they're just so in denial that they can't handle the truth at this point. So remember, I decoded Roland Garros and I told you all that Nadal would win. And he did. And the second men's semi-final at Roland Garros was briefly suspended as a protester entered the court wearing a t-shirt with "We have 1,028 days left" on it. 10/28, today's date. I've also done a video about that, guys. About that and how biblical it was. Kanye West is all over the news at the moment. Okay? He's all over the news. And there's a reason for that. Okay? This is what they do. Kanye West was born 1,028 days before the Georgia Guidestones were erected. 10/28. Like today's date. All right? It's insane. And remember, the Georgia Guidestones were erected in 1980. Kanye West, by the way, was born in 77, just like Tom Brady. All right? I've told you so many times about the 77s with 9/11. 9/11 2001, Flight 77 reportedly hit the 77-foot-tall Pentagon in Washington, D.C. on the 77th Meridian West after taking off at 8:20 a.m. and crashing at 9:37 a.m. 77 minutes later. Kanye West was born in 77, just like Brady. All right, there was 49 points last night in the Ravens-Bucks game, where the Ravens took a timeout with 49 seconds left. The square root of 49 is 7, because 7 times 7 is 49. Revelation equals 49. Antichrist equals 49. There's a reason Prince Philip died on April the 9th, 49, at age 99, on the 99th day of the year. And then the NFL began on 9/9, 99 days before Pope Francis's birthday. Okay? So you've got Kanye West being born 1,028 days before the Georgia Guidestones were erected. You have the Roland Garros semi-final where there's a girl coming on the court wearing a t-shirt saying we have 1,028 days left on it. All right, 1028. You have Brady announcing on Instagram that he is divorcing Giselle on 1028. And I told you that the Georgia Guidestones came down 42 years after they were erected. They were erected in 1980. They came down in 2022. Kanye has 4 children with Kim Kardashian, 4. All right, which is no doubt connected to the 4 horsemen of Revelation. Kim Kardashian, who's a man and a witch, just turned 42 years old. All right, and Brady announced he will be retiring. Guess how old Giselle is? 42. All right, and he's just announced he's going to be divorcing Giselle 4 months and 2 days after Kanye's recent birthday. All right, and I'll tell you why his birth is so important later in the video. So Kanye and Kim, they have 4 children, but they have a child named Sam, which means song in Hebrew. And Kim's mother, Chris, yes, who has a male name, Chris, who's another witch, revealed that the inspiration was the book of Psalms in the Bible, referencing Kim and Kanye's dedication to the Christian faith. She continued, I think it's just a wonderful way to celebrate how they feel. These people at the very top, guys, they don't worship Jesus. They worship Lucifer. They're deceiving you. All right? They're deceiving you. They hate Jesus. Okay? But they know that they can't go around telling everyone they worship Lucifer or Satan, can they? So they'll tell you that they worship Jesus. People like Kaka, who's thanking Jesus with his vest on. All right? They often do it. Or when they win an Oscar and they thank God, they're thanking Satan. That's their God. All right? That's what you need to realize at this point. These people are deceivers. They lie. But Satan is the God of lies, the master of deception. So those who follow him and worship him are also going to lie and deceive. Simple as that. So again, people like Kanye West, he will reveal X amount of truth. All right? He's allowed to do it by Satan. Simple as that. There's no way that Kanye would be going on Fox, all right, and getting interviewed by these top journalists and hanging around with celebrities if he wasn't being controlled and told what to do. They're possessed by demons. I promise you that at this point. All right? So, like I said, 4 children, which no doubt connects to the 4 horsemen of Revelation. 4 so big, all right? It's why Queen Elizabeth also had 4 children. It's why a jubilee lasted 4 days. 4 days is 96 hours because 4 times 24 is 96. She died at age 96, like I predicted she would 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And I've got a book about it, which again, probably only about 350 people have read, which is absolutely scandalous, to be honest with you. I told you Brady and West were both born in 77, and recently Kanye West and Brady were involved in Instagram drama. Check it out for yourself, all right? It's all coded. It's all coded, all right? Kanye West's Sunday service featuring Marilyn Manson looks weird. There you go. All right, he's working with Marilyn Manson, who is a female pretending to be a male, hence the name Marilyn. And your Marilyn Mansons, your MM, turn those M sideways, your 33, which connects to Masonry and to Jesus, because they mock Jesus's numbers all the time. All right, I believe Jesus was born 9/11, not December the 25th. Okay, December the 25th is 1225, which is 35 times 35, gets you 1,225. You'll see why 35 is so big with Satan and why Brady is now 3 and 5 with the books. All right? He became 3 and 5 with the books the day before he announced that he's getting divorced or he's divorced. I've told you that Brady came out of retirement 40 days after he retired. Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. He was tempted by the devil, but he didn't give in. That's why I'm saying prepare for food shortages that are going to come, because it's biblical. And just whilst I slow down, God wins. All right. It's going to be tough. There will be a new world order. There will be a great reset. All right. But I believe that God wins. And if you have faith in God, there's nothing to be worried about. If you don't, then maybe you're going to be in for the shock of your life. You're not going to know how to respond to all of this that's going to go down. So Brady announced he would be getting divorced, or he is divorced, on Bill Gates' 67th birthday. All right. Today is Bill Gates' birthday, the guy who's been so synced up with coronavirus. Okay. Today he turned 67. He was born in 1955, the year my dad was born. Okay. 11 years before the Church of Satan was founded, and England won the World Cup 4-2 against Germany. So comes out on Instagram that he's divorced to Giselle on Bill Gates' 67th birthday. The word satanic equals 67. Remember, Kobe Bryant died 1/26/2020. In numerology, that's 67. 67 is the 19th prime, hence COVID-19, which is connected to the 19-year moon cycles. Okay. And it's interesting that the World Series in baseball begins today, and it involves Philadelphia Phillies. All right. They're playing the Houston Astros. And Philly, which is so connected to Revelation, won the World Series 42 years ago, and they won 4-2, and they beat the Royals, which connects to the royal family. And we've just had Queen Elizabeth die this year. Last year, we had Prince Philip dying. 42 years ago, the Phillies won the World Series 4-2 against the Kansas City Royals. Okay? Can you not see how deep this all is? That our whole realities have been coded. Everything that we believe in is just a code. So Kobe, by the way, was born in Philadelphia. He died in the 42nd year of his life. All the NBA finals have finished 4-2 since he died. He played 42 minutes in his last ever game in the NBA. First time he won the NBA finals, it finished 4-2. I've told you Kobe, his highest scoring game was in his 666th game. He died at 497 months and 3 days old. 4973 is the 666 prime. That's why Prince Philip died on 49 and he was married to Elizabeth for 73 years. Kobe had a 666 workout plan, all connected to Revelation. The Black Mamba connects to the snake, connected to the Garden of Eden, connected to Satan. That's why the World Health Organization has a serpent on it, has a snake on it. All right? It's very deep. It's very deep. Apple. What's their logo? The apple that's been bitten into, the forbidden fruit. It's all deep. The first Apple computer was sold for $666.66. People just want to ignore it. Okay? I'm only getting started, guys. By the way, Phillies are going to be playing Houston. I said Houston would get to the World Series before the season began, but I thought they'd play New York Mets, which didn't happen. But the Astros got there. And the moon landing, guys, the staged moon landing, which never happened, okay, which was supposedly July the 20th, 1969, 201st day of the year. Houston, we have a problem. All right? Houston, we have a problem. And then you have the fact that Giselle was born on the anniversary of the moon landing. She was also born July the 20th, the 201st day of the year. The first man on the moon was supposedly Neil Alden Armstrong. His name gets you 201. Okay? Neil A in reverse is Alien. The mockery is off the charts. Why do you think when he was getting interviewed after the moon landing, he was so depressed? Because he'd sold his soul away. Imagine answering questions every day about an achievement that you didn't actually do. How did it feel being on the moon, Neil? But you never did it. It was all a lie, a satanic show. No wonder they always look depressed in interviews. And Buzz Aldrin has practically come out numerous times saying they never went to the moon. We've been lied to, guys. History is his story. We've been lied to, and then we go to school and we get indoctrinated. Education, guys, in general, okay, is indoctrination that destroys imagination. All you're doing is basically following rules. School can be beautiful. There's amazing teachers there. There's so many positives to school, but the education system destroys your imagination and it just gets you used to following orders and believing bullshit. One of the reasons I left teaching one of the most prestigious schools in Mexico is because of that. I wasn't going to teach kids how amazing Martin Luther King was. I wasn't going to teach them about the moon landing that never happened. I wasn't going to teach them about the civil rights movement. All right, I wasn't going to play along with it. Because their grandparents learned this bullshit, their parents did, now they are, and they're going to teach the kids that. And that's how so many of us are pretty much under a deep spell right now, and we don't know what to believe. So we'd rather just believe in the mainstream or believe what the majority believe. But what the majority believes is lies. So we're living in this illusion that's not real. We're living in this fake reality. That's why you have to find your soul, your spirit within you. All right, find your own truth. That's what I've done. And look at me. I have learned more in the last 2.5 years than I'd learned in 33 years prior. And I was very intelligent before this knowledge. All right, if we're going to sit down and watch TV and listen to our leaders who are leading us towards the Antichrist, then we're going to stay here at this level, this weak, pitiful level of intelligence. The reason these people are running the show is not just because of Satan, it's because they have this occult knowledge. And they keep it to themselves. They understand astrology, they understand Jewish mysticism, they understand the date numerology, they understand the energy, the frequency, the vibration of this earth. They know that the majority of history is bullshit. And they use that against us who have this lack of knowledge. I try every single day to increase your levels of knowledge. Can I decode sports picks? Could I just focus on sports picks every day and that's all I do and get 80% a month? Yeah, for sure I could. No doubt. No doubt. Some of the codes that I do, I bash them out in 5 minutes when there's people spending 8 hours doing a code that misses. I'll do it in 5 minutes and it'll be more detailed than theirs. But I'm past that at this point. All right, if Revelation's playing out, do you really think I care who wins the NBA? You think that's a big factor to me right now? It ain't, baby. It ain't. All right? I do it to reveal the deception. So, guys, there's so much more going on here. Revelation is so big with Philadelphia. Remember, we just had the Fresh Prince, Will Smith. He was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in West Philadelphia, born and raised. All right? The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Satan's the Prince of the Air. All right? Then you had Will Smith slap Chris Rock, Christ the Rock. It is so deep. Will Smith went from the Fresh Prince to a king, okay? In the movie where he won an Oscar. All right? He went from prince to king because he became King Richard. Prince Charles went from Prince Charles to King Charles, like I said would happen, all right? Hey, Red Pill Monkey, much love to you, baby. Much love to you, you legend. All right, so Revelation's so connected to Philadelphia. It's why Kobe is so connected to Revelation. He was born in Philadelphia. It's why LeBron James overtook Kobe in the scoring charts the night before Kobe died, and he did it in Philadelphia. By the way, Philadelphia called the 76ers. 7 times 6 is 42. The beast reigns for 42 months. Okay, that's why they're the 76ers. It's why the Declaration of Independence was signed in 1776. It's why the Illuminati were founded May the 1st, 1776. It's why Queen Elizabeth was born 1,776 days after Prince Philip. All right, keep an eye on the Phillies this year in the NBA. You see how the Eagles are doing in the NFL. They haven't lost yet. They're 6-0. Kobe Bryant's last ever game, he got 60 points. All coded, nothing to do with ability. Well, I guess it is because they're possessed by demons. They are possessed by demons, but just like Space Jam, watch the movie Space Jam and watch what demons are able to do when they possess the human body. So, Revelation 3 to 7:13 records Christ's message to the 6 of the 7 churches addressed in Revelation 2:3. 6 of the 7 churches, like 67. Like 67. And Brady announces his divorce to Giselle on Bill Gates' 67th birthday. Hey, happy face, man. All right. Can you believe that? Christ's message to the 6 of the 7 churches addressed in Revelation 2:3. Brady was born on 8/3, the 23rd prime, and this is his 23rd season in the NFL. All right, Revelation 2:3. The Philadelphian church is the recipient of this letter. Philadelphia was a city in Asia Minor, modern-day Turkey, on the Imperial Post Road, an important trade route. Remember in Rocky, guys, I've decoded that movie. It's connected to Revelation, and he runs up the steps in Philadelphia. All right, you've got the movie Philadelphia with Tom Hanks, haven't you? And Tom Hanks was supposedly the first celebrity to get coronavirus. The Philadelphia movie is all about basically a young Philadelphian lawyer who's infected with AIDS. And he kept his homosexuality hidden from his employees. And now we have the whole thing with the LGBTQ community. It's all connected. It's all been predictive programming, guys, since we were born. That's led to where we are right now. I believe our thoughts dictate our reality. So if the majority of us are being provided with X amount of information, the majority of the world is being fed that information, it almost becomes our reality. So if X amount of people believe that, if more people believe that the moon landing happened, it happened, even though it didn't, but it happened. We've manifested it. We've made it happen. The collective consciousness. All right. A lot of the other things I want to talk about, I can't on YouTube. I really should set up a podcast, to be honest with you, so I can really speak my mind. You only get in the filtered version of what I believe here on YouTube, because they just destroy me they limit all my videos. Guys, I make no money from YouTube now, pretty much. I was making $250, $300, $350. They're limiting every video. All right. That's what I'm saying. Don't even send me super chats. If you want to support what I do, just get on my website. It's nothing really, is it? It's $10 for the month. You don't have to send me super chats. All right. Get there. That way you can learn all this knowledge. Don't send super chats, because YouTube take 40% of it as well. It's an absolute disgrace. So the message is from the Lord Jesus Christ through an angel or messenger. I believe I am one of Jesus's messengers. I believe Red Pill Monkey is. I believe Happy Face Man is. I believe Chuck is. I believe Lady Hawk is. All right, the list goes on. I believe we are messengers of God, and we are trying to spread the word of God and help people through this, because they're going to need it soon. But when you have faith in Christ, that's all you need. I really believe that when you truly have it, that is all you truly need. There's a lot of things in life that we think we need, but it's just things that we want. We don't need them. We want them. It makes our life a little bit more comfortable. All right. You've got to realize now in your life, what do you need? What do you actually need? And it ain't a lot, baby. Woo! It ain't a lot. We don't need a lot. We've been made to believe that we need a lot because of socio-economic status. All right, because of ego, because of celebrities in the gold chains and their fancy cars, which they don't even own. All right, social media making us believe we should have this, that, and the other when we don't need it, do we? We really don't need it. What we need is that Holy Spirit, that fire within us. All right, we need to make people laugh. We need to spread joy. All right, it's very simple. Keep fit. Look after ourselves. Help out our fellow man. Don't do any harm by design to our fellow man. It's very simple. But we're so wrapped up in Satan's matrix. We're being tricked by him. All right? Enslaved to his beast system. That is the reality. Worshipping false idols like Brady, where people are not questioning how he was the 199th pick, yet he's got more Super Bowl rings than any franchise. They just convince themselves that Brady is the GOAT and he has that mindset of a champion. Come on, guys. Do you really think mindset's that important when it comes to professional sports, that he can make you win 7 rings and get to 10 Super Bowls just because he's got the right temperament? He's not even athletic either, Brady. It's actually laughable. Go and watch the video of him when he was drafted. Check out the photo of his body. He's got a dad body. He still has a dad body. All right? He doesn't look like an athlete at all. So the message is from the Lord Jesus Christ through an angel or messenger, likely a reference to the pastor. To the angel of the church in Philadelphia, write, Revelation 3:7, 37 is the 12th prime, which is Brady's jersey number. It's no accident, which is 3 in numerology. This was not John's personal message to these believers. It was a message from the Lord, who identifies himself as him who is holy and true, who holds the key of David. What he opens, no one can shut. And what he shuts, no one can open. This description of Jesus emphasizes his holiness, his sovereignty, and his authority. The reference to the key of David is an allusion to the messianic prophecy of Isaiah 22:22. What year are we in, guys? 2022. Brady retired after playing 22 seasons in the NFL. The master builder number. We've got the World Cup coming up, the 22nd edition. The word Satanic gets you 22. Kobe's 666 game was the 22nd day of 2006. Jesus is the one who opens and shuts, and no one can say him nay. Jesus affirms the church's positive actions. I know your deeds. See, I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut. I know that you have little strength, yet you have kept my word and have not denied my name. Revelation 3:8. Brady was born on 3/8, and he won Super Bowl 55 on the 38th day of the year. The Church of Philadelphia was weak in some respects, yet they had remained faithful in the face of trial. Because of this, the Lord promises them an open door of blessing. Next year, we are going to be tested so much. Our faith is going to be monumentally tested. And if you have the Holy Spirit within you, you will be fine. You will know that God's already won. If you are oblivious to this, you don't understand Revelation, okay, and you just think it's man controlling this, and it's the Masons and the Jesuits and Bill Gates, then you are going to get eaten alive by Satan, unfortunately. If you have God on your side, you win. I'll say that again. If you have God on your side, you win. Do you want to win during all of this, or do you want to be a victim? There's too many people that play the victim in the world. All right? Step up, guys. Now's the time to step up. I've done enough videos to show you what's about to go down. I've made so many predictions that have gone down. So I hope that I'm lighting a fire in you. Woo! I hope I am lighting a fire somewhere within that spirit of yours that we all have hidden away. Thank you so much, Brian, Adam. They'll come for you if you get big. I ain't scared of anybody coming for me. I am wearing God's armor. I ain't never going to get too big. They won't allow that. The reality is I should have millions of subs. I should be a household name. I should be getting interviewed on the TV with what I've done over 2.5 years. It ain't ever going to happen, and I'm good with that because this is Satan's realm right now. He ain't going to promote me, is he? Who's doing the work of Jesus? He ain't going to promote me. He's going to hide me from people, hide the truth like he always does. But he knows in his soul, if he even has one, that he's lost. And if he came up to me right now, yes, we have to respect Satan and the power that he has. No doubt about it. I ain't afraid. I've made this very clear that I'm not afraid of anyone or anything because of the spirit that is within me. So I ain't afraid. Like you said, be careful. If you get too big, they're going to come for you. If I get too big, they'll take my channel down. That's all they'll do. They'll take my channel down. They'll try and destroy my motivation. They'll want to make me feel like a victim, and I'll come back swinging, baby. Woo! That's what I do. When they took down my Patreon when I was making $3,000 a month, did you see me cry? Did you see me give up? No. Set up a website with the Archangel Gabriel. All right? Dealt with it. Worked my ass off to create my platform again. If they take down my YouTube, what will I do? I'll come back again, and I'll come back better. I will come back better, and I'll just believe in my soul that what I am doing is God's work. That's why they are censoring me. So what I say, I ain't doing it to try and upset people, bring people down. I'm trying to raise their vibration. They don't like that. And I ain't scared of any of them. No one. Amy Parker, thank you so much. James Harden wears #1. They'll give him 1 ring and that's it. Obvious that they like them for the same areas franchise to win for each spot. Very possible. I think Philadelphia will have a massive season in the NBA. There's one team I like above them, though. There's one team that I like above Philadelphia. And I think they'll meet that team in the NBA Finals. Again, the fact that Philly have started off so slow is a good sign. Last year, when I said the Warriors would win, Steph got injured, Clay got injured, Draymond Green got injured. Everyone said there's no chance. That is when I was like, they're winning. All right, because they're all going to come back. They're all going to hit form at the right time. All right, what goes on prior to the playoffs means nothing. All right, as long as they make the playoffs, it don't matter if they finish first or eighth as to whether they're going to win it or not. And in regards to the Lakers, I said they'd have a nightmare season. And what are they, 0-4? People tell me they're going to win the NBA because LeBron. He's staying 4-6, guys, because that's 66.6%. Just realize that. Don't fall for Zach Hubbard's shit with LeBron going 6-6. He's just playing with you. He's playing with you. All right? So, listen, guys. This is really big. Jesus, he provides a final promise to the believers in Philadelphia, and to all believers, him who overcomes, I will make a pillar in the temple of my God. The Freemasons have infiltrated the pillars, guys. Never again will he leave it. I will write on him the name of my God and the name of the city of my God, the New Jerusalem, which is coming down from out of heaven from my God. Watch what goes down, guys, in Jerusalem in the near future. And I will also write on him my new name. Professor Thomas Constable notes God promised that he will not just honor overcomers by erecting a pillar in their name in heaven. As was the custom in Philadelphia, he will make them pillars in the spiritual temple of God, the New Jerusalem. This new world order is Jesus's. It ain't man's. All right? This new world is Jesus's. He's coming back, the second coming of Christ. That's why Cristiano Ronaldo went back to Man United, the second coming of Cristiano. All right, see how he scored yesterday after 81 minutes, 9 times 9 is 81. You see that? People need to start seeing these things. You learn this knowledge, you'll see that. Like people message me, they noticed it. So those who struggle with weakness, Jesus makes everlasting pillars in the house of God. All right? Simple as that. Now's the time to face it faithfully. Stand up for Christ. All right, and call out their pagan culture, satanic culture that we're living in, that I do every day. So I've told you that Brady's come out on Instagram, or one of his handlers have, said that he's just divorced Giselle on Bill Gates' 67th birthday. Bill Gates funded Event 201 that foreshadowed a global pandemic. And Brady threw for 201 yards at Super Bowl 55 because it's demons doing that. There's no way the coach has said at the beginning, Brady, you're going to throw for 201 yards. Got it, coach. It's demonic. All right, it's all controlled by demons. People will keep telling you it's technology, just technology, and all the players fulfilling a script. Nonsense. It's biblical. It's supernatural. All right? Can technology be used? Yes, but that technology is being used by demons. That's what you need to realize. Okay? And then you have Giselle born on the 201st day of the year, the anniversary of the moon landing. Told you, Houston, we have a problem. And then you have Houston Astros playing Philadelphia today in game 1 of the World Series. By the way, I don't think this is going to happen, but if it does go to game 7, that's going to be the 1-year anniversary of Astro World. And it's the Astros. I think it'll be 4-2. But if it does go 4-3, it's going to be the 1-year anniversary of Astro World, guys, which was one of the biggest satanic rituals I've ever coded in my entire life. Brady and the Bucks visited the White House on the 201st day of 2021. So Giselle gets divorced at age 42. The beast reigns for 42 months. Revelation 13:5. And the beast was given a mouth uttering haughty and blasphemous words, and it was allowed to exercise authority for 42 months. The news of Brady divorcing Giselle came the day after Lamar Jackson got the better of Brady and got his 42nd win as a starter, a span of 42 weeks after his birthday. Yes, Lamar Jackson got his 42nd win as a starter, a span of 42 weeks after his birthday. Okay, Zach Hubbard will tell you 42 is the racist number. He'll do all of that, and he won't tell you it's all about revelation. I hope he sees it, starts letting people know that it is about revelation. It's not just about racism. Yes, there's racist rituals going on all the time. There has been historically. The 42 is about revelation. It's biblical. It's not just about the color of someone's skin like people try and tell you it is. So there's definitely a war theme with this ritual, guys. In Gematria, World War equals 42. War equals 42. Joe Biden was born in 42. All right. Brady got divorced at age 45, the 9th triangular number. That 9 again, the number of completion. Something's about to be completed. All right. Ritual equals 45. IHS, which is the Society of Jesus, equals 45. When you add up the ages of Giselle and Brady, 42 and 45, you get 87. Brady has been so connected with Rob Gronkowski. What jersey number did Gronkowski wear? 87. Ask yourself why. It's because number of the beast equals 87. Gronkowski was often called a beast for his style of play. All right. This is really deep, isn't it? This next bit is wild. Well, by the way, Bill Gates equals 87 as well, and 156, and 9/11 is the 156th prime. So this next bit, I don't think anyone in the community has found, to be honest with you. There's not a chance that anyone's found this. Brady was born exactly 2,346 weeks before Giselle turned 42. 2346. 23 is a huge number with Brady. Told you born 8-3. 23rd prime is 23rd season. 46 is a big number. Tom Brady equals 46. He's drafted 199th pick. The 46th prime retired 46 days after the Pope's birthday. So the 2346 is really big. And it's the 68th, guys. It is the 68th triangular number. Can you believe that? Tom Brady was born exactly 2,346 weeks before Giselle turned 42. 2346 is the 68th triangular number. World War I and World War II and Russia invading the Ukraine occurred on 68 date numerology pure. Guys, go on my website and read this code. It's worth the $10 to read the code. So World War I began on 28/7/1914. 28 plus 7 plus 19 plus 14 equals 68. World War II began 9/1/1939. 9 plus 1 plus 19 plus 39 equals 68. Remember England beat Germany 5-1 on 9/1/2001, 10 days before 9/11? 5-1, and the Illuminati were founded on 5-1 in Bavaria, and the game was in Munich, Bayern Munich. The nickname's the Bavarians. Russia invaded the Ukraine on 68 date numerology pure. 2 plus 24 plus 20 plus 22 equals 68. And if you believe that it's just one person, if you really believe, guys, that one person, that Putin is behind all of this, then you don't have the Holy Spirit within you, and you're completely naive. If you think Biden's running the United States of America, if you think Liz Truss decided to step down after 44 days just because she felt like it, and that it's nothing to do with the code, then you're under a spell. 1968 was a huge year. The 68 is so big. The term coronavirus was coined in 1968. 9/11 became the emergency dialing code for the US in 1968. The construction of the World Trade Center began in 1968. Martin Luther King was assassinated on 4/4 in 1968. 1968 was 33 years before 9/11. Jesus died at age 33. Coronavirus declared a global pandemic on 3/11. 3 times 11 is 33. New York equals 33, where 9/11 occurred. And I've told you, 9/11 became the emergency dialing code for the US in 1968. And 33 years later, on 9/11, the World Trade Center came down, and the construction for that began in 1968. Kanye West was born on 6/8. June the 8th. That's why he's all over the place. All right, putting those numbers out there that create our reality. And when you understand these numbers, you're not under a spell anymore. Brady won the Super Bowl after 9/11 with the Patriots. Okay, they defeated the Rams shortly after the Patriots Act was signed. Interesting, the Rams just won the Super Bowl this year. All right, and who knocked Brady out? The Rams. The Rams. The Ram is biblical as well. The Ram is biblical. How deep is this? This is beyond deep. And Brady came on the scene in the NFL in 2001, the year of 9/11. He came on the scene then. And they call him the GOAT. The GOAT connects to the Baphomet, which has male and female genitalia. All right? They worship the Baphomet. You see through the celebrations that they do. If you don't know who the Baphomet is, just Google it. Or check out my website or drop me an email. They got divorced after 13 years of marriage. And this news broke right after the Bucs dropped to 1-3 at home for the season and 1-3 at home all time versus Baltimore Ravens. I saw all the 13s for them to lose. It's why I had the Ravens. All right, there was definitely plenty of stuff for the Bucs, but I said I preferred the Ravens at plus 110, and you could have got them at plus 350 in play if you trusted the code. So also the 13 is heavily connected to the dollar bill, and I've told you the economy is going to absolutely collapse next year. Collapse. That's why Super Bowl 56 finished 2023. Next year is 2023. As I have 43 likes. 20 plus 23 is 43. Brady won Super Bowl 55 at age 43. Lucifer equals 43. Jesus died April the 3rd, 4-3. Jesus Christ equals 43. Jesus equals 43. All right? Incredibly deep. Incredibly deep. Benfica just beat Juventus in a big Jesus ritual, and they won that game 4-3. So this 13 also connects to the dollar that will likely collapse next year. They've already given us signs of that. And then everyone will say, well, it was inevitable. It was always going to happen, not realizing that it's all been by design and it's all been by Satan's code within this realm, because he controls this realm and he's been given that permission by God. He wouldn't be able to do it otherwise. The US dollar contains many other references to the number 13 and the original 13 colonies. Remember, we told this 13 Illuminati bloodlines as well. And if you look closely at the eagle, which is connected to Freemasonry, guys, massively connected to Freemasonry and Babylon, if you closely look at the eagle on the back of the dollar bill, you will see 13 arrows in its left talon. The Great Seal has 13 stripes and 13 stars. So them divorcing after 13 years is also connected to the crash that we're going to have with the economy. So again, right now we do need money. We do need money to pay for our bills, to pay for our food, to maybe go on a vacation. We do need it. I can see why people still gamble, because they want that little bit of extra money, or they're struggling, but then that's a dangerous game, gambling when you're struggling. But soon enough, guys, when the mark of the beast comes, and it will come, where you can't buy and sell if you don't have that chip within your wrist, that's when you're going to see who's truly going to be tested. You ain't going to care who's going to win the World Series, because there won't be a World Series. You ain't going to care who's going to win the Super Bowl, because there won't be a Super Bowl. If it gets to that point where everyone is chipped and tracked and social credit system, why do they need to keep you distracted with pro sports? Why do they need to do that? I've told you, I think this will be the last ever World Cup. I said it over a year ago, and I'm sticking to my words. I think something monumentally insane is going to happen during this World Cup. And honestly, it might not even be completed. I ain't saying that. It might not even get completed. And then the last ever World Cup final would have been 4-2. France beat Croatia 4-2. The first ever World Cup final, Uruguay beat Argentina 4-2. England won the 1966 World Cup final against Germany, the year the Church of Satan was founded, in a huge satanic ritual. That's why number 6 lifted the trophy in 66 for 666. That was 4-2. So something huge is going down at this World Cup. The numbers I have, a lot of them I can't talk about. That's why you have to go on my website. Half the stuff I can't talk about here. Something big is going down at the World Cup. And it's not going to be inevitable. Something huge. All right? That's going to be difficult for you to fathom right now. So Brady is so connected to 9/11 That's why he made his NFL debut versus New York Jets, and it was Jets that supposedly brought down the Twin Towers in New York. All right, that game finished 10-3, 103. Okay, so they lost by 7 points. Like Brady's going to stay on 7 rings. All right, 103 is the 27th prime. Brady won Super Bowl 55 on 2/7, February the 7th. He retired on a day, leaving 333 days left in the year. 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. The word ritual equals 27. 9 plus 9 plus 9 is 27. Brady's 23rd season, the 9th prime, the number of completion, because it's the last single digit number, guys. Yeah, Libra Rising, I have a website, and it's my pride and joy. The work that I put out on there every single day will blow your mind, and that's why I do it. I ain't doing it to try and make people rich. If they win money off my picks, good for them. But again, I'm doing it for codes like this, to build your spirit. Support me whilst you still can, is all I'm going to say. All right. Do you think it's a coincidence, guys, that I've just given you all of those 27s and the Ravens beat Brady's Bucks 27-22? All right. I've given you all the 22s. There's your 27. It was 27-22, 49 points. Brady retired after 22 seasons with 7 rings, 227, the 49th prime, supports the 49ers, who are based in San Francisco, where the Church of Satan was founded. San Francisco connects to Pope Francis, Papa Francisco, who's synced up with Revelation. He's the false prophet, and he's synced with Brady the GOAT. All right? It's undeniable. Now, check out these 246s. I recently did a video about this 246. Much love to Alto. He inspired this. And you'll see why Brady's lost his last 2 games. You'll see why he's lost his last 2 games when they were the favorites to win both of them. The news of Brady getting divorced came the day Brady stayed on 246 regular season wins. 246. Modern day Freemasonry was founded on 24/6, the 24th of June, which is also Lionel Messi's birthday, who's often called the GOAT. Messi has a demon in him. All right, we got told when he was younger, he was sent to the lab in Europe. He's got a demon in him. Yep, Tampa Bay equals 79, the 22nd prime. Nice. That was only one of the risks for Tampa to win yesterday. If they would have won, they would have become 2-2 at home to match the 2-2 away record. The Ravens would have been 2-2 at home and away as well. But I've often said when a team can get the matching record, like they would have both gone 4-4, it rarely happens. It rarely happens. All right. And Ravens are now 5-3, which is that 16th prime. The 53, I tell you how much that connected to Euro 2020. The first goal of Euro 2020 was after 53 minutes, Italy-Turkey. Italy won their first Euros in 53 years. 53 years was 1968, for another 1968. The 3 black players who missed the penalties for England in that final against Italy, where the Vatican is. Remember, the final was in London, where Freemasonry was founded, modern day. You had Rashford, Sancho, Saka, number 11, 17, 25. Add up those numbers, you get 53. 53, the 16th prime. It was the 16th edition of the Euros. All right? This stuff's deep. That penalty shootout, by the way, finished 3-2. Brady retired 32nd day of the year. 32 teams in the NFL. Okay? The guy who was the star in that game, Italy's goalkeeper, plays for Paris Saint-Germain. Paris is the home of the Jesuits. What's his jersey number? Number 99, which is 9 times 11. People ain't going to question it. It's up to them at this point if they're going to dismiss my work. But I've said for about a year and a half, ignore this knowledge at your peril. Ignore it. The FIFA World Cup final is 322 weeks after Arturo Sosa became Jesuit Superior General. Span of 6 years and 66 days. It is the day after Pope Francis's birthday. DKB, I've got something similar, but that is magnificent. All right. Unbelievable. I had Arturo Sosa in my decode for why I had the Rams to beat the Bengals. It's so blatant. 3-2-2 is connected to Skull and Bones. All right, guys. What I'll say, I'll give you a hint. Watch the Batman movie with where I can't even say the word. How can I say this word without getting in trouble? Watch the Batman movie with Bane and look what happens in the stadium. Look what happens in the stadium of the Batman movie with Bane, which sounds like Kane, by the way, England's captain. Look what happens in that stadium. And look at the symbolism connected to the 322 and the 86. All right, the year I was born. That's all I'm going to say. If you can go on my website, that's all I'm going to say. Look into it and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So all these 246s, among the 2,977 people killed on 9/11 were 246 passengers. Told you Brady's all about 9/11. And crew members aboard the 4 planes hijacked by 19 terrorists for your COVID-19 who had breached the cockpits. Remember, not this season's NFL, but last season's, the opening game was Dallas, that has the pentagram, against Brady's Bucks. And it was on 9/9, 99 days before the Pope's birthday. And 9 times 11, like 9/11's 99. You see how deep it all is? Brady won that Super Bowl right after 9/11, like I said, with the Patriots, right after the Patriots Act was signed. And they're called New England Patriots as well, which connects to England, which we're going to have a New England, but not for the better, unfortunately. So 246 seconds into minutes is 4.1 minutes. 246 minutes into hours is 4.1 hours. George Bush Sr. equals 41. He was the 41st US president. He gave a speech on 9/11, didn't he? Do you remember his speech, 9/11, 1990, where he said there would be a new world order? Well, his son, George Bush Jr., was the US president during 9/11. He was the 43rd president. That's why Brady won Super Bowl 55 at age 43, which really shouldn't be happening in the real world. Skull and Bones equals 41. The Bush family are members of it. And I've told you that all they're doing is working for Satan. We can say it's this family and la-di-da-di-da. They're just Satan's minions. Think about the movie The Minions. All right? Me. Your Bush families, your Obamas, your Bradys, those people, they're just minions for Satan. They're soulless vessels. So you can't compare us or your everyday person with these people who are possessed by demons. You can't compare. That's why we cannot comprehend the insanity of this world, because we are these spirits, but we're not possessed by demons like the other people. We can't comprehend the heinous acts because we think man's not capable of it. Man probably isn't. Man possessed by demon is. A man possessed by a demon is able to do these heinous acts because they're soulless. So 9/11 occurred 9/11/2001. 9 plus 11 plus 20 plus 1 is 41. Remember, Ronaldo made his second debut for the Red Devils, like I predicted. Did it against Newcastle, which again is connected to the royal family. And he did it on 9/11, got his 119th goal for Man United. What was the score in that game, guys? Man United against Newcastle on Ronaldo's second debut, the second coming of Christ, Diano. 4-1. 4-1. Okay? Philadelphia Phillies just got to the World Series by winning 4-1 against the Padres. Padres means father. All right? Kobe Bryant, the father of Gianna, they both died January the 26th, 2020. Kobe was 41, Gianna was 13. 41, the 13th prime. The Lakers won the NBA that season on National Father Daughter Day. Okay? Padres, father, Padre connects to the Catholic Church, also to Jesus Christ, the Father. So Brady won Super Bowl 51. He did it at age 41. Told you when Ronaldo broke that goal scoring record, Brady was in attendance at Old Trafford. The Red Devils, the theatre of dreams. We are living in an illusion. But you can break that spell if you're open to this knowledge. Yesterday, the Bucks stayed on 179 all-time home wins. 179 is the 41st prime number. 41 in gematria, guys, TNF, an abbreviation of Thursday Night Football. TNF equals 41 and 13. Okay? The Ravens, this was the big one for me. The Ravens stayed on 186 all-time losses. 9/11 occurred exactly 18 years and 6 months before coronavirus was declared a global pandemic. The 2022 World Cup final is 1 day after the Pope turns 86. 186. All right? Square and compass gets you 186 in gematria. You've got the 186,000 miles per second in regards to the speed of light. All right? It's really deep. Ravens may go on a little run here, to be honest, with that 186. I know 187 is connected to Society of Jesus, but Ravens might not lose for a while now. I'll have to look into it, but that 186 is big. Brady, who, by the way, is always involved with politics. I've told you these top stars and managers, they're politicians. Somebody like Gareth Southgate is a politician, is not a coach, can't even coach, is a politician. Brady's a politician. When he's on a pitch or field, he's possessed by a demon. All right. And I think when people start realizing that, they're going to be way more open to my work. All right. This isn't Brady going out there. He knows the score and he's gone over it with the coaches, and every player knows, and they're all aware of exactly what's going to happen in every play. They're not. Once they get on that pitch, it's like then they're not in control of what goes on. It's something bigger than the players. All right. That's why I said when Rashford missed that penalty and it hit the inside of the post in that final of Euro 2020, he wasn't told to hit the outside of the post. All right. He may have known he was going to miss. Maybe they can somewhat read the future with the magic that they have at their disposal. But they're not going out there and like, Bale, you're going to score a 30-yard bicycle kick. Beckham, you're going to score from the halfway line at this time. All right. Werner, you're going to miss an open goal from the 1-yard line and hit the underside of the crossbar. The stuff that's happened in Michael Jordan's career is too perfect for man to be scripting it. More players would have come out and said what's going on as well if it was all man. Not just a few of them. There'd be tens of thousands of them. Imagine the guilt. Imagine the guilt of all these players if they knew that their whole careers and lives were scripted and they were deceiving everybody. Imagine. They would have come out and said by now, many more people. But I will say this, more and more of these celebrities, because Satan's power, all right, Satan's going down. All right, and these celebrities now, all's being revealed during Revelation, they seem miserable now. These satanic rituals are becoming so obvious for those with the Holy Spirit within them. It's all being revealed. It's not the Masons mocking us like I used to think. I've told you, it's picking up that stone, turning it over and seeing all the worms, the spiders, the dirt and all of that. All's being revealed. Light is shining on darkness. That is why so much is being revealed. So you can focus all your energy on the darkness of the world, or you can see that it's the light shining on the darkness, all right, revealing it during Revelation. I hope my brother's not possessed by a soccer spirit. Well, why do you think they keep possession of the ball, Sebastian? Why do you think it always says that they've had a great spell of possession, Sebastian? It's deep. Why do you think the 18-yard box is 666? The 6-yard box, 12-yard penalty spot, the 18-yard box, 666. Football is beautiful. Sports are beautiful. The professional game of football is satanic. It takes your energy. It takes your energy. It distracts you. It affects your relationship with people. You're worshiping people you don't even know. You're spending a lot of money on it, probably gambling on it. I've told you money is currency and currency is energy. I'm at this point now. I'll do my sports codes for you. If you win money, great. If you don't, you don't. I'm past it now. If you can't support what I do because you don't win every pick, then you're not in it for the right reasons. I should still have a monster platform without talking about sports. I cover everything, guys. I've got a lot of respect for people in this community, but too many of them just emphasize sports. That's it. That's all they can do. They don't look past it. Satan's more than happy with you to do that. Trust me. So again, Brady, the politician, he attended the 2004 State of the Union address as a special guest of then President George W. Bush. 2004, he told ESPN, the magazine, that being a US senator would be his craziest ambition. So in 2004, Brady was talking about becoming a US senator. Why? Why? How does this happen? How did Donald Trump become a president who was in real estate and was an actor? How's the president of the Ukraine a comedian who was in a TV show playing the role of a president? How's this happen? Because bloodline and satanic ritual and the numbers behind these people. So again, why is Brady a special guest of George Bush? And just so you know, ESPN, guys, ESPN, the word entertainment comes before sport. All right? Why? Why do they have the word entertainment before sport? Ask yourself that. Programming network, you're getting programmed. At the end of an NFL game, they say, I hope you enjoyed the production. It's a show, a scripted show. And I don't mean scripted by man. Scripture, biblical. Enjoy the show. Give your energy to it. Whether you win or lose, you give your energy. Whether you bet and you win or lose, you're giving your energy to it. Okay? The NFL can legally determine the outcome of the games. That is a fact. There was a court case. NFL is WWE, guys. It's why they're affiliated with each other. It's why Gronkowski hosted WrestleMania. It's why WrestleMania and Royal Rumble is always synced up with the Super Bowl winner. Why do you think the year Brady won the Super Bowl, Edge was the oldest person in the Royal Rumble? He won it, Edge. You think you know me. 21st. Came down number 21. Brady became 7-3, the 21st prime, retired on 2-1. Okay? And that WrestleMania, that Royal Rumble as well, was in Tampa. WrestleMania was in Tampa. The Super Bowl was in Tampa, won by Tampa with the Skull and Bones logo. So I always talk about 319. I told you how Derek Chauvin was born March the 19th, who supposedly killed George Floyd, which never happened. George Floyd, who had a massive eagle tattoo on his chest as well. But Chauvin born 319. And then Brady won Super Bowl 55, 319. He retired 319 days before the Pope's birthday. He announced he has divorced Giselle a span of 319 days before the upcoming anniversary of 9/11. The upcoming anniversary of 9/11, 9/11/2023, is exactly 42 months. Remember, the beast reigns for 42 months after coronavirus was declared a global pandemic. It was declared a global pandemic on 3/11. 3:11 p.m. is the 911th minute of the day. It's why Queen Elizabeth died 911 days after coronavirus was declared a global pandemic. It's why Prince Philip died at age 99 on the 99th day of the year, and 9 times 11 equals 99. This is all on the website. I've got all the images to back up what I'm saying. This next bit, I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control, 'cause the power illusion supplying. Woo! It's electrifying, baby. Listen to this. Listen to this next part. This is insane. Insanity. Brady announced he would be getting divorced 21 years and 47 days after 9/11/2001. 2147. 2147 is the 38th pentagonal number Brady's the GOAT, and the Baphomet is connected to the pentagram. That's why you have the Pentagon that came down during 9/11 as well. And then Brady was born on a date that came out in 3/8, the 3rd of August, and he won Super Bowl 55 on the 38th day of the year. I've told you, Brady announced he would be getting divorced 21 years and 47 days after 9/11. 2147 is the 38th pentagonal number. In gematria, this isn't very good, but hopefully this is the death of the New World Order. We'll see. Death equals 38. Murder equals 38. Lucifer equals 38. Brady announced he got divorced on 10/28. 10 plus 28 equals 38. Brady's full name equals 163, the 38th prime. It is wild. It is absolutely wild. When you type in 42 into the Gematrinator, it gets you 38. And it's interesting that coronavirus was declared a global pandemic on 11/3, the 11th of March, and it's also known as COVID-19. And 19 times 113 is 2,147, the 38th pentagonal number. Pandemic equals 38, nice. COVID-19 equals 38. Yep, today, which I mentioned, is Bill Gates's 67th birthday, the 19th prime, COVID-19. Remember, Kobe Bryant got accused of raping a girl in Colorado who was 19 years old, and you just had the Lakers get beat by Denver Nuggets, who play in Colorado. It's deep. Colorado equals 38 in gematria. See how the Nuggets became 3-2 against the Lakers? Told you Kobe won 3 rings wearing number 8, 2 rings wearing number 24. 8 plus 24 is 32. It's really, really deep. 3 times 2 equals 6. That's why Christmas Day is on the day, leaving 6 days left in the year. It's a satanic celebration. If you celebrate it, it's because I'm not going to say you're silly or anything. I understand why you celebrate it. There's so many positives. They always sell you the positive. You can be around your family, have nice food, watch a movie. You can do that every day of the year. Woo! All those things that you go on about with Christmas, you can do every day of the year if you wanted to. Or you can make excuses about work. Or you're tired. You can do all the things that you do on Christmas every day of the year if you wanted to. It's a pagan celebration. It's all about what you're going to give me for most people, especially when you're young. That's the reality, isn't it? On Christmas, if you go away and you've got shitty gifts when you're younger, you're so frustrated. And that's a joke, really. That's a joke. So, yeah, I ain't going to say don't celebrate Christmas. That's your choice. I don't care. I'll be on the beach on Christmas. I won't be buying gifts for anybody. I won't be wishing anybody happy Christmas. All right? If somebody wishes me happy Christmas, I'll just literally say, have a good day. Because I want them to have a good day. But I won't say happy Christmas to you too. I'll say have a good day. Simple as that. Yeah, the Georgia Guidestones were 19 feet, 3 inches, 44th prime. The Bucks got the 193rd loss at home yesterday, that 193. Told you MLK was assassinated 4/4. Now, look at this for perfection. Brady won Super Bowl 55 a span of 20 months and 22 days ago, and he announces his divorce to Giselle in 2022. 20 months and 22 days after he won the Super Bowl, which will be the last time he ever wins a Super Bowl, which I told you all. The people who are getting taken in by Brady winning it again and LeBron winning it. The GOATs are going down. I mentioned this to you. Brady, the GOAT's going down. LeBron is going down. Serena Williams has gone down. I told you, I called her to go out when she went out in the 3rd round. Perfect code. All these GOATs, guys. Messi's on his way out. Ronaldo's on his way out. These people who've been deceiving us for so long, they're all going out at the same time. Why do you think? Guys, please sub to Joseph Aquaviva 22222. If you like what I do, you'll like what he does. Christmas brings everyone together, Adam, without work or school. Mate, you can do that. If you want to meet with your family tonight, hey, Joey Williams, you've missed this, Joey. This has been unbelievable live. If you want to set up meeting up with your family and your friends and hanging out and getting dinner and watching a movie, you can do that multiple times in a week. Don't give me the whole thing about you can only do it around Christmas when we're not working and this, that, and the other. Yeah, I went back to England. All right, I was there 5 weeks, and because I was there, people actually went out of the way, and our family met up numerous times because of me. It can be done. It's so easy to say, oh no, we all have to have a vacation during Christmas for this to happen. It's nonsense. It's an illusion. If you really want to get it set up and your family really care about each other, you can do that 2 or 3 times a week, meet up and hang out. People can't be asked. They make excuses in this world. Most people blame other people for their misfortunes. That needs to change. Take responsibility. Find the things you love, do them as often as you can. The things you don't like doing, avoid them. It's very simple, guys. So I'm not having that whole thing about, well, Christmas is the only time of the year we can get together and hang out. And that's absolute bullshit, mate. I'm sorry to say that because I like you, but I'll that's what I think. So Brady announces that he has divorced Giselle as the Bucks are now 3-5 for the season. Tom Brady equals 35. Satan equals 35. Baphomet equals 35. Catholic equals 35. Skull and Bones equals 149. The 35th prime. Christmas Day celebrated on 12/25. 35 times 35 is 1,225. All right, that is why it's celebrated on that day, because Satan came up with Christmas Day. Jesus was not born on this day. By the way, 1225 is the 49th triangular number as well for another 49, which is 7 times 7. It's why the London bombings took place on 7/7. It's why the 77th Prime Minister of the UK stepped down on 7/7 on the 17-year anniversary of the London bombings, and 17 is the 7th prime. Right? That's why all this stuff's going off by a code. I think if you're an average coder and you're trying to reveal this to people, they're going to laugh in your face. If you get to this level of coding, people are going to be open to it. It's why every single day I work my ass off to go up another level every day. I won't go to bed unless I've learned something new that I didn't know before I woke up. That is how I work. All right? So the better we all get at this, the better for humanity, in my opinion. That might sound really dramatic, all right? But if you believe in collective consciousness and you truly believe in the truth and revealing deception, then it's only going to benefit the world if more people are aware of it and open to it. Okay? This code right here. I've done so many in the last 2.5 years. I'm not going to say it's my best because it's hard to say. But everything I give you in this code, if you read it, is a fact. And that's what I do with my work. You can go on my website now, you can read this code, and it's all facts. Numerical facts, patterns, undeniable syncs. If I tell you a score happened on this date, that's what happened. If I told you a war began on this day or ended on that day, that's what happened. That's what we've been told happened. If I tell you today's Bill Gates' 67th birthday, it's his 67th birthday. All right? The stuff that I give you is not just opinion. There's no I think in all of this. Brady did call his wife a witch. Brady did say he fulfills rituals to win Super Bowls. All right? Kanye West was born 1,028 days before the Georgia Guidestones were erected, according to the bio. And again, just check out the kids' names of Kanye and Kim. And you just need to know that Kim Kardashian cannot have a child because it's a man. Just so you know that, ladies and gentlemen, that's not their actual children. All right? You need to realize that. Why do you think all these A-listers have their moon bumps? All right. It's funny they're called moon bumps because the moon landing was a joke. The moon bumps are a joke. All right. And then right after they give birth, they're back to having a six-pack and amazing bodies. And then the regular woman feel inferior. Why can't I look like that after I've given birth? Because they haven't given birth and you have. That's why. Okay? The level of deception's off the charts, but this is Satan's realm, so it comes as no shock. But when you see through Satan's lies, I've wrote a song about it. Let me find that. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it. I don't care if this video gets limited or copyrighted because they always screw me, YouTube. I'm going to play my Satan's Lies song. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to smile because I see through Satan's lies. Let me find it. I've not listened to this for a while. I've just seen I have 6,200 subs, like 62, and Queen Elizabeth was coronated on 6/2 in 1953, the 60-second triangular number. Let me find this song. All right, here we go. Oh my word! The length of this song is 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Like the books are 3 and 5. This is insane. Thank you, Jesus, man. You give me this gift. You could have given it to so many other people. You gave it to me. Thank you. It's a blessing. Right, I'm going to play it. 1 hour 26 into life for Kobe's death date. Here we go. All right. Oh my word, and the beat. I said in the description, the beat has 35,000 likes and my song's 305. Oh my word. By the way, guys, I wrote and recorded this song in less than 15 minutes. So I'm going to play it. If they copyright me for my own song, then I don't know what to say. I don't care. I'm going to play it. Enjoy. I've not heard this in a while. Nice beat. Wait, before I get into it, this is when I had 330 patrons. 330, guys, for 33. I had 330 patrons the day that I performed this song. Guys, imagine that 330 people paying me $10 and they just took my website from me. This was also the day Celtic won the 52nd league title. Pope Francis visited the White House 23-9, 52nd prime. Pope gets you 52. There's 52 cards in a deck, 52 weeks in a year. It's deep. Enjoy. It's a beautiful day, baby. Woo! I was born in 86. Now I see through Satan's tricks. Since the code in this matrix. Truth is where I get my kicks. This next bit, guys, this is beautiful. I wrote this in like 5 minutes. Listen carefully to these lyrics. The universe is so divine. When you open your third eye, time to see through Satan's lies. Now it's time for us to rise. Now it's time for us to rise. Time to see through Satan's lies. This is better than most music in the charts right now, guys. Simple as that. Pure spirit. There we go, guys. I was born in 86. Woo! The year Argentina won the World Cup. I was born in 86. Now I see through Satan's tricks. Since the code in this matrix. Truth is where I get my kicks. Truth is where I get my kicks. Since the code in this matrix. This next part, guys, is very powerful. I remember typing this, smiling. All right? I remember this. This is crucial, guys, if you're competing with each other in spreading truth. Here we go. Give me a woo! There we go. Here's the life that I envision. Spreading truth, that is my mission. I don't need no recognition. Spreading truth, no competition. Spreading truth, no competition, baby. I was born in 86. Now I see through Satan's tricks. Since the code in this matrix, truth is where I get my kicks. Woo! There we go. I'm going to share this in the chat. Play that if you're ever feeling down. See through Satan's lies, guys. See through Satan's lies. There you go. Right. Guys, Giselle is one of the most blatant men you'll ever see in your life. All right. Straight back, no hips, about 7 foot tall, big old forehead. That's supposedly a supermodel. I've told you, Victoria's Secret is that all the supermodels are genetic males. All right. Santa Claus equals 666 in English Sumerian. Santa's an anagram of Satan. That's why he wears red and white. Santa Claus goes down your chimney to the fire. Okay. The lake of fire. That's why the Lakers beat the Heat the year Kobe died. The lake of fire, Lakers against Heat, the 4 elements, water, fire. It's deep. It's really deep. You should send that song to Universal. That is Satan's label. They won't like that. There's too much spirit and passion. I actually wrote it myself. I performed it myself. I found the beat. I did that all in 15 minutes. These guys in your top 40, they don't write their own songs. We're told that Paul McCartney and John Lennon are the greatest songwriters of all time, and they both admitted that they can't read music. All right? They get possessed. A lot of these singers are not actually singing either. They either get their voice from a demon or they mime. All right? With me, I ain't claiming to be a musician, but I can sing as well as most people. I can hold a note. I can write my own music, which I've proven. I'm all right on the keyboard. And I don't even train. I've probably got more talent than most of these celebrities that you guys watch, or most people watch, in my little finger. James Corden, whose middle name's Kimberly. I wonder why. He's always doing that. You think that guy's funnier than me? You think he's got biceps like these? No. No, that little... I'm not going to say what I want to say about James Kimberly Corden, but he sold his soul to the devil and he'll have the bloodline. Illusion got more talent than Coldplay. All right, let's play a little bit of Coldplay. I've still got my pajama pants on. All right. I'm gonna kind of look at me in the pajamas, baby. I'm gonna play the what is it? Bit of the Scientist, but I'm gonna do it like my own way, slightly different. Very average on the keyboard, but Coldplay, by the way, all their songs are 4 notes for the 4 Horsemen. All their songs are 4 notes. U2 is all 4 notes. Guys, and by the way, with music, it's all about frequency. That is why music can affect your mood. So be very careful what you listen to. A lot of the music I listen to doesn't have lyrics. Okay, it doesn't have lyrics. I love Hans Zimmer. To be fair, I can't stand Adele, who's a blatant bloke. But she did a song, and she had the Time song by Hans Zimmer in the background. Hello, it's me. Whatever the lyrics are to that song. But it has the Time theme song. Well, not the theme song, the soundtrack from that. I can't remember what movie it's from, but it's such a beautiful song, to be honest. So I'll give Adele that. But again, Adele's just another person possessed. Just possessed. I used to, listen, I used to be able to do, I'll do it now for you. I used to be able to play lots of different Coldplay songs. So I'll play them through the, so I can't remember half of them now. If I sit down for a day, I'll be able to remember them all. So I put together all these different Coldplay songs, little bits of it, and it came up to 5 minutes and 55 seconds, 555. And I was like, oh my goodness. Let me find it. Or did I delete it? No, I wouldn't have deleted it. Come on, where's the 555, baby? Where's the 555? My angel number. I'm going to find it. Where are you, baby? Come on. I'm getting bombarded with messages as usual. 555. It's 57. Oh, I think I'm getting close. That's what she said. Oh, I found a song where I was playing a Rihanna song for a girl called Paloma at my old school, and she was singing. This is her singing. I'm going to give her a moment of fame here. And me on the piano here, it's not very good, but here we go. This was when I was a teacher with a student called Paloma. It's got a beautiful voice. And that's what I did, guys. I was a teacher. I taught English. I was a coach there. But I would give up my recess to play the keyboard so she could sing. Even though I'm not claiming to be Elton John. Not that I would ever want to be Elton John. I found it. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it. 555. Do this. If any of you like Coldplay, tell me how many of these songs that you recognize. Do me this favor. Neo and Usher. Usher's just got 2 pronouns as his name, us and her. It's a female. I used to like Usher and Neo. And it's all because of you. That Neo song was great. Usher, he brought out a lot of great songs as well, didn't he? But he was very soppy, but so was Neo. But here you go. Tell me how many of these that you know. 1, 2, but I can't help it. I love the way it feels. Here we go. Tell me how many you know. This is all me, baby. Shoot an apple off my head. There's more. See if you get this next one. bit tinny. Yes, Brian. Oh, thank you, Divine. Thank you so much. Divine Feminine UK is a beautiful, beautiful soul. Loving the hippo, a pink hat. What have we got here? I don't even know. What's this one? Oh, this is a tough one. Anybody? This is all Coldplay. Yeah, Violet Hill, nice. This is what I was just playing. Yeah, there you go, Joseph, baby. And that song where in the video is going reverse. Stuck in reverse. That's the Satanists. They do everything in reverse. This might be my favorite Coldplay song. Should be able to get this. Ah, Divine. Go on, Divine. I think this goes on a bit long. I think he has a kid called Apple, doesn't he? There you go, Amani and Annie. How you doing, baby? But it goes to waste. What could be worse? This next bit, listen. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, baby. I will try. Cheers, Revelation. This is kind of depressing, this one. How long's left? Oh, we're nearly done. I got my records on, I showed the world outside until the lights turn on. Maybe the trees are night. To my favorite song, and all the kids they dance, all the kids all night. Till Monday morning fills another light. I turn the music up, I'm on a roll this time. Heaven is inside. Woo! "30 seconds left, guys. This is the last one. Guys, I've just seen that Bill Gates' net worth is 102.2 billion, 122. Satanic gets you 122. Kobe's 666 game was on 122. And it says Bill Gates' net worth is 102.2 billion. This guy, this Bill Gates, by the way, is not the original, is it? Melinda Gates is not the original one as well. That's pretty undeniable. You don't even have to study anatomy to know that Bill and Melinda Gates are not the same people. It's insane. And did you know that I told you that Kanye West was born 1,028 days before the Georgia Guidestones were erected? Well, obviously the Georgia Guidestones are in Georgia, and Kanye West was born in Atlanta, Georgia. Can you believe that? I can't believe it, man. He was born in Atlanta, Georgia, 1,028 days before the Georgia Guidestones were erected. Wow. So these people, they could be, people say they are fallen angels. By the way, Kobe Bryant was drafted in 96, which is when Kanye West became active as a musician. Yeah, Kanye West equals 33. Yeah, by Ireland. We know New Zealand will probably get to the final. Happy Faceman said that at the beginning of the tournament, didn't he? Illusion about to eat HP sauce by itself. Johnny G, I made myself scrambled eggs, 3 eggs, cracked them, sprinkle of cheese, slice of toast, top with HP sauce. All right. I had HP. I opened it today. So it was, wow, 62 in the live, 62 likes, and I have 6.2 thousand subs. What is this? What is it? Wow, absolutely wild stuff, guys. Revelation chapter 18. He likes to give me a bit of banter. It did sound a bit like Baba Black Sheep, didn't it? You can't even sing that in schools anymore because it's racist, and I'm not joking you. Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. Of course it was 3 bags, wasn't it? Well, you can't even use the color black anymore because it's racist. Baba Black Sheep, you can't. I'm not joking. I'm not bantering you guys when I say these things. That's how lost this world is right now. It is. Put pepper, spring onions in your omelette. Great shout, Revelation chapter 18. You're on fire today. Yesterday I had an omelette, mushrooms, red onion, ham, red pepper, cherry tomatoes, grated cheese. Delightful. I want to say thank you to Riddler11, aka Michael. I woke up this morning. He sent me like a $20 tip to treat myself to lunch because I think he won a sports pick, and I've inspired him a lot. So I love that. I love it when somebody pays for my omelette and the fact that I've inspired them. It makes that omelette just go down so much better. You know what I mean, baby? You know what I mean? When you have that omelette and tortillas and a large orange juice, knowing that somebody's supporting your work, all right? It says, go enjoy yourself a meal. You deserve it, Illusion. And I'm tucking into it. And I know that my boy Michael's got it covered. You know what I mean? Birmingham 1-0 against QPR. I really would like to pretend that I care. New Zealand 16, Ireland 6. That's Jurgen Klopp's birthday. Look for the Leeds United coach to get fired tomorrow. Look for that to happen. Where Liverpool should win and go on 19 points and keep Leeds on 9, like 19-9, like Brady, 199th pick, like Queen Elizabeth's funeral was 19-9, like Francis was born 12-17, 1,217, 199th prime. Look for the Leeds coach, Jesse. And I'm talking about Jesse's girl, baby. Jesse with the male name, like Jesse Lingard, he's gone tomorrow. All right, Liverpool might thump Leeds. If I'm wrong and Leeds pull off the upset, I'll be shocked. Okay? Wow, guys, if I get one more like, there's 60 in the live, I'll have 66 likes for 666. There is a serious case for Liverpool to lose that game. I'd be monumentally shocked. I think he goes tomorrow. and they're not going to sack him after a win. But Alto, I know how good you are. I know you'll probably find incredible things for Liverpool to slip up, like Gerrard slipped. I'll be shocked. It's the early game, which is always a concern. I'll be shocked if Liverpool don't win and that guy doesn't get fired. I called Scott Parker's firing. I called Tuchel's. I also called Gerrard's. I feel like this guy's going. Shocked that he got to this point, that he's even going to coach this game, but I look into it. It looks like he's gone. He's going. Please gamble responsibly. Just great advice. When it comes to gambling, it's up to the person, isn't it? We all have to take responsibility for our actions. I used to feel guilty if anybody ever lost from my picks. I feel no guilt anymore. I put out the code. I think the code's great. Hope you win. If it doesn't, I don't feel sad for you like I used to. I used to feel all that energy that, they lost from my pick. I don't feel any of that now. When they win, it's a nice feeling for them. But that's been growth for me. I used to get more upset about my pick losing for other people rather than myself losing money. Nice hot plum tin of tomatoes with breakfast. That's another great shout. Revelation chapter 18. If this was a game right now, they'd already probably awarded you the man of the match. Some of your comments have been tremendous. Yeah, I would definitely agree. Hot plum tin tomatoes with your breakfast. Hard to find them out here. All right, the beans out here are shit. The tin tomatoes are shit. But there's so much beautiful food in Mexico. I can't complain. Do I think Gerrard's Liverpool's next manager? No. Not the next one. I think he eventually will be the manager. I don't think he's going to take over from Klopp. I don't think they could be that ridiculous after you had an absolute nightmare with Villa. I don't think they can give him that. No, not so soon. But again, if it's the numbers and there's a ritual connected to it, people say Gerrard's back where he belongs, and maybe they'll go on a big winning streak. I think Liverpool might struggle for a while now. Remember what happened to Man United? They're winning everything, and then they just stopped. Liverpool had the 70s and 80s. They were winning everything. They just stopped winning. I think Chelsea are going to struggle to win a trophy for a long time now as well. Since Abramovich left, he did the whole 19-year cycle, and then he left, didn't he? Roman, connected to the Catholic Church. Adam laid the smackdown on the Devil's candy ass all day long. All day long, I call them out. Stevie G is more likely to replace Southgate. I get your point of view with that, but I don't know how Gerrard at this point can get a job better than the one he had after what he did, if it was a real world. Like, he did well at Rangers all by a code, where they went undefeated. So, okay, now if it was real, guys, now you've, oh my word, New Zealand 20, Ireland 6, 26, that's the date Patreon took down my platform 2 months and 6 days after my birthday. I remember the Warriors are on 206 playoff wins at the moment, and I had them to win it. So, yeah, for me, Gerrard, if it was real, like people still believe it all is, and it's legit and it's organic, Gerrard did really well with Rangers in the Scottish League. So he's earned the right to go prove himself in England at an average Premier League club. It all makes sense, doesn't it? You can justify that. He's gone to Villa. He's had an absolute shocker there. That's the reality. 25.8% win ratio, 258 for number of the beast. All right, so he's winning basically 1 out of 4 games, which is shocking. And what makes people believe that Gerrard now warrants the opportunity to go coach a team in the Champions League or England, who are one of the best nations in the world at football? Why would Gerrard get that if it was legit? So if he does get it and Alto's right, you know it's by a code and it's not about him being a good coach. So if he was so good, he wouldn't have been sat by Villa with a 25.8% win ratio, would it? Rangers and Celtic were playing the 4th division in England. If you look at the team, I wouldn't say the 4th division. I think they're League One. maybe Championship. People saying they'd come over and finish in the top 4 in the Premier League. You just got to giggle, haven't you? They've got players like John Lundstrom, who's a Championship player at best. You just got to giggle when people tell you that, but that's the delusion that they have in their head. Let them have it. That's what they think. Like, if they want to argue over something that they'll never probably find out, let them waste their energy on that bullshit. Right. I think Liverpool finished 6. I haven't finished 6. I know Klopp's all about 7, but he's so connected to 6. I think Liverpool will finish 6. And I told you they'd have a shit season in the league. They're not doing very well, are they? Told you Arsenal would have a great season. Look who's top. I told you Man City would. Look who's second. I told you Liverpool would have a shite season in the league. Look where they are. I said Man United would be average. They're average. All at the beginning of the season. All at the beginning of the season. Right. I think I'm off. Hope you enjoyed that, eh? I'm going to have to look over my code because I did it pretty, well, not quickly. I spent a long time, but when I get in the zone, sometimes I make spelling mistakes. So let me just have a little look before I go. Nothing worse than a spelling mistake. I made a few in my Queen book, so I had nobody look over it. Okay. So far, so good. Giselle was born. Okay. All right. So far, so good. Giselle gets developed. This is a wild code. Oh my God. Sometimes it doesn't hit me how insane my work is. Well, God's work, to be honest. Okay. All right. My tap keeps dripping. It's doing my nutting. And whatever I do with it, it keeps dripping. So okay. I think I'm pretty good here. I'll look over it again later. But man, some of these fines. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you this. I'm working on my words. 60 in the live, 66 likes, 666. Are you guys seeing this 666? Guys, look. Oh, did anyone just catch that 666? Anybody? Somebody thinks City win the Champions League, 23rd different winner. Mate, it's the 22nd edition of the World Cup. It probably stays on 22. I don't think there'll be a 23rd different winner. I think it stays on 22. So, do I have a nearby library? No. But I have a little area by my apartment where I can get books. That's where I found the Book of Revelation. It's not a library. It's just where people who live in these apartments drop off their old books and you can borrow them. Kobe Bryant equals 157. He died 1057 days before the final. He also died a span of 157 days after his birthday as well. Final leaves 13 days. Opening day leaves 41 days. Gianna, Kobe's ages. Yeah, brilliant. It's all about Revelation is the World Cup. And yeah, the upcoming World Cup final, 13 days left in the year. And Brady just was married to Giselle for 13 years. Just be careful of what's about to go down at the World Cup. And when it does go down, I'm sure you'll be over on my YouTube. What's about to go down and what's about to be revealed in regards to war themes. World War III. It's not going to be about football. This World Cup's not going to be about football. All right? It's not. Adam, you're outstanding, mate. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, much love to Tom Russell. I have always been cocky. Told you, cocky, arrogant, big mouth. I've got better with that since I learned this knowledge. So my mate Tom Russell, who's actually my mate now, he was my college tutor, Craven College, CC 333. He was in Skipton. Great college, great time, great people. Studied sports development, physical education. Actually went to a football tournament in Barcelona with them, and I got the golden boot. Most goals in the tournament. It was a decent level as well. But I often got the golden boot. Anyway, Tom Russell, who was my tutor, he had a go at me because there was some work that I didn't do. And he said, Adam, I said, what's up? He said, you have some outstanding work. I said, thank you so much, Tom. I try very hard. And what he meant by outstanding work was that I had work incomplete that I hadn't handed him. So he got really angry with me. He said, Adam, that basically, that you shouldn't be talking. You have outstanding work. I was like, thank you, Tom. I do work really hard. And he kicked me out. He kicked me out. But what a play on words. Just the way I am. I'm witty. I didn't care. And I'm sure deep down, like when he reflected, he found it funny because it was funny. That rattled his cage because I guess he had an authority figure then, but he's a great guy. But you know what I mean? Just have a little bit of fun. If a student said that to me, I'd say, all right, mate, good one. I'll give you that. I don't kick him out. He's challenging my authority. It's great banter. New Zealand 24, Island 6. Modern day Freemasonry was founded 24/6. I just told you Brady. It's on 246 regular season wins. I told you 246 passengers were killed during 9/11. So of course it's 24/6 because it's all connected. By the way, 6 times 4 is 24. And today leaves 64 days left in the year. Remember, Liverpool just dropped to 6-4 in European Cup finals. Remember, coronavirus was declared a global pandemic on 3/11, the 64th prime. Remember, Wales qualified for the World Cup for the first time in 64 years. They have the dragon on their flag, which is Satan. That's why you have Prince Charles, who became the king. A Princess of Wales, Diana, who died in a big satanic ritual. Watch the video I did on that. Divine Feminine live in UK. She's amazing with astrology. She can read energy, and she knows what's about to go down next year. She just says, stay strong. We have our soul tribe that we have. I know if I never see Divine Feminine live in UK ever again, I can feel her energy. Okay, I could close my eyes and I can see her smiling right now. She's always smiling. So I might not be with her or physically see her or have her run up and jump on me. Luckily, I was prepared for it. I can feel the energy of you guys, whether I'm in your presence or not. That's why you feel the energy of me, who's literally talking to a screen. Joey always says, I want you live. I want that energy. Like the energy, I can feel it. Spread positive energy, guys. That's why when people smile and laugh, other people smile and laugh. When you're sat around people miserable and shouting and screaming, you're going to be miserable, aren't you? So spread positivity. And it might be hard for you to do if you're feeling fed up with the world, but you've got to do something about that, haven't you? 66 in the live, 66 likes. Church of Satan founded in 66. 6 times 6 is 36. 666, the 36 triangular number. And I'm 36 years old whilst Revelation's playing out, eh? Divine, can you really read astrology? Yes. Yes, you can. If you're taking a crap, just make sure you wash your hands. Make sure it's for 20 seconds, like the CDC recommend, okay? Wash those hands for 20 seconds. Demon equals 20, by the way. Coronavirus was declared a global pandemic on the 71st day of 2020, and 71's the 20th prime. So no wonder they told you to wash your hands for 20 seconds, to take the piss out of you, to mock you. When you learn the code, you see through that mockery, you ain't going to be one of those morons washing your hands for 20 seconds. You'll realize why it was 6 foot social distancing, which is all connected to Satan. Told you that's why Christmas Day leaves 6 days left in the year. Satan heavily connected to 666, as you all know. You don't need to read the Bible to understand that. When you die, you go 6 feet under, even though you never truly die. It's just your vessel that dies. That's why I have no fear of death, because I'm never going to die. Simple. Right. What time is it, Adam? Oh, my word, it's 1:22. Just told you about that number. My goodness, every time I check the time, it's 1:22. My goodness. My goodness gracious me. What show was that from? My goodness gracious me. I forgot what was that show. Anybody help me out there? It's 222. Wow, Lady Hog. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Adam, read my comments above on Liverpool Leeds. All right, mate. Where is it? All right, Liverpool can lose against Leeds, ending unbeaten home league streak this season. In the 7th game would be Leeds' 7th win in the Premier League, fixture 4th away after 28 prior Premier League matches. That's nice, mate, but do you know that Leeds can stay on 28 wins against Liverpool? 28 is the 7th triangular number. They can also get the 7th loss, can Leeds. So I'm sticking with Liverpool. You've got the whole thing with Van Dijk, that winning streak that he's on. We'll see what happens. Maybe I've got it wrong with this, but I think Liverpool win and that Leeds coach gets fired. But again, I don't know. It's what I think. The fines that you have there are very good. Adam, how do I get your book, please? You have to message me. Then there's a small little charge for it, but it's a life-changing book. You email me. I've probably sent over 250 people my book. I've not had one complaint. People, that one guy, amazing guy, sent me $192. Said the book's changed his life and his family's life. The book. So that's how powerful the knowledge is within that book. I could add to it, to be honest. I should probably add to it. But I don't want to get to that point where I keep adding and adding and adding. Maybe just got to leave it the way it is. But I am working on a book as we speak with my greatest ever codes. I swim outside. I live in paradise, don't I? 25 degrees, I swim outside. I'm going to do that after this. I'm going to take my clothes off. I'm going to throw some beach shorts on. I'm going to go for a swim. No, I don't swim indoors. Literally no need to do that when I live in the climate that I live in. It's really nice to jump in the water. It's different if you're in England. I'm working on a book, which may take a while, with my greatest ever codes. And I think once people see all the syncs, it might lead them to this knowledge. So I'm really working on that. It's tiring, man. I'm trying to get my illusion book done, which I started 2.5 years ago, which made me the illusion. Because I called it the illusion before I knew what gematria was, because I think society is an illusion. That's what my whole book was about. But I feel like I'm like 90%, 95% getting it done. And I don't know. It'll come out when it's supposed to come out. You know what I mean? Tomorrow we look for Vardy, Haaland, Firmino, Mitrovic, Bamford. Yeah, you look for 9s. Just look for 9s. Every week. I've said at the beginning, if you take all the number 9s to score, first game to the last game. Another 38. There's 38 Premier League games in a season for each team. There's another 38. There's another 38 for you. Yeah. It's 30. They play 38 games, don't they? It's 20 teams. Obviously, they can't play themselves. Play each other twice. There you go. 2 times 19 is 38. Another 38 for you. Would be Liverpool's 4th loss of the season, their 7th home game, March's 7th Premier League win. Yeah, I see where you're going with it. I think if you bet, I don't know if you bet, Alto, I don't think you do. If you feel comfortable and confident with it, I would have a small flutter on them. For me, I can't sit here and say, yeah, I think you're right there. I think Liverpool win. But you could prove me wrong. I know how good you are. You're really, really good. So, yeah, go for it. I think from the code I have, I would say it's Liverpool's game a win. That's my email. Have you noticed Russell Westbrook has forgot how to play basketball since he wore a skirt before he joined the Lakers? Yeah, he went through a big ritual with that. Russell Westbrook was getting triple doubles, incredible player. Obviously, he doesn't have a ring, but just dominated. And yeah, since he put that dress on, basically since he went to the Lakers as well, it's been a joke. Because I've told you, it's nothing to do with ability. Satan can dictate how well you do. That's why there's certain celebrities or athletes who perform incredible for a few years and they disappear because they're not willing to go to the next level, the next ritual to take them to the next level or keep them where they're at. So they disappear. Your Ronaldos, your Messis, your Bradys, your LeBrons, your Helen Mirrens, your Will Smiths, your Brad Pitts, your Johnny Depps, all these people who stay at the top. Jennifer Aniston, they just stay at the top. J-Lo, you've got to ask yourself, what are they doing? J-Lo's another one who's a blatant man, and it's all coming out now the older they get. What are they doing to remain there? Ask yourself that. Must be doing all sorts of heinous acts. No, if you look at J-Lo recently, Brian, J-Lo's aging. J-Lo's aging. Looking more and more masculine by the day because the estrogen's wearing out on them. The older you get, it's harder to make it look like you're a female if you're a man. It's a lot easier for a genetic female to become a man and still look like a man when they're older. But more often than not, with the MTFs like J-Lo, the older they get, the clearer it becomes who they really are. But when they're in the prime, the 20s, the 30s, 40s, they look absolutely stunning. It's like, oh my word, J-Lo is so perfect. And I had a big poster on my wall of J-Lo. But again, I didn't study anatomy when I had that. I was stuck in the Matrix when I had that poster. All I saw was a girl in a bikini who had an unbelievable body. Like literally no fat on them because, again, actually was a male physique, unfortunately. And I got turned on by it like we all have. We've got to be honest with ourselves with that. I've told you this. A lot of people can't accept what I say about these people because they've had you know what over these people. They've lusted after them. And I accept Satan did me. He got me. He got me. He got me. I'll take it. I won't look at these people the same way ever again. I kind of pity them, to be honest. So thank you, Libra Rising. Blessings to you as well. I'm glad that you found my work. I feel like anyone who, what's the significance of 43? 191, Society of Jesus is 191, the 43rd prime. Jesus died on 4-3. Brady won Super Bowl 55 at age 43. Super Bowl 56 ended with 43 points. 43 is the 14th prime. Pope Francis was born with 14 days left in the year. Lucifer equals 43 in Gematria. So does Masonic, I think. 43 is your 4 times 3, which is your 12 for Brady's number. We told there's 12 disciples, but there's 13. We're told there's 12 months in the year, but there's 13. Told there's 12 zodiacs, but there's 13. Anyway, my head's starting to hurt. I think this was a phenomenal code once again. I'm going to go for a swim. Put on my goofy ass goggles where I look ridiculous, but it helps me swim better underwater. I'm going to do that. Again, I've said this to you before. If you really do appreciate and respect what I do and understand the work that I'm putting in and how much I really care about people, do me a favor and support what I do. All right? Because if it gets to a point where I'm not making enough money to pay my rent, I can't dedicate my life to spreading this word. And I don't want to get rich because I really don't care about getting rich at all. But if you do want to support me, just get on my website. If I ever have a bad day with sports, don't feel like, oh, I'm going to leave him. If I ever have 3 great days, don't think I'm a genius and I'm going to get everything right. Just support what I do. Every day you're going to learn something from me. Every single day, I promise you that. You will learn something from me. Every live stream, I'm pretty certain you'll learn something from me. And it's not me. I am just being used as a messenger, okay, to let you know that Revelation's playing out, but God's already won. Pick your side. That's the game that really matters here. Pick your side, God or Satan. I know whose side I'm on. I was going to give you a woo, but my throat's starting to hurt. I was going to give you a big-ass woo. What do I suggest for itchy skin? Itch it. Woo! Oh, you can't itch an itch, can you? Scratch it. I don't know. I would say certain creams might help you. I don't know. I don't really like pushing big farmer, but maybe creams, maybe a nice bath or something. I don't know. I'm not an expert when it comes to itchy skin, baby. But cream's usually what people put on to soothe it. I would just say Google it, mate. I don't know. I don't know. Just met the women's national team. Then the day after, their winning streak ended at 15 matches. Laugh out loud. Yeah, and she was the 15th Prime Minister under Queen Elizabeth as well. It is insane. And yesterday, Lamar Jackson stayed on 15 losses. Will you post the book if I send an email? Yeah, but there is a small charge for it, and it's $9.99. But I think it's worth it. It took me ages to do it. So let me know if you want to do it. If you can't afford it, maybe save up. Or if you desperately need it and you have no money to your name and you're really, really struggling, be really honest with me and I'll send you it for free. But only if you literally don't have a penny to your name. So be honest with me. I won't tell anybody the verdict. I won't let people know that you don't have money. Just be honest with me in the email. Tell me why you want the book and we'll figure it out. So Neutrogena cream is what somebody's saying. What about right before Elizabeth died, England won 10-0, the women's team as well, for say 10. They won 10-0. A lot of these ridiculous scores at the moment, guys. Okay, Adam, I do want to have it. Yeah, drop me an email, mate. But I'm gonna go for a swim. If you send the email now, I'll send you the book. But then I need to get out there. I need to get out of my pajamas. You know what I'm saying? Tonight, all I have is an English class from 6 till 7 for another 67. Oh, my word, my class is 6 to 7. On Bill Gates' 67th birthday. And Revelation's all about the 6 of 7 churches. Oats soaked in water calms the skin. Thank you, Anatara. I didn't know that. Nature has the answers. Avoid anything pharma. Yep. Pharma's connected to magic. Pharmakia. Look into it. Right. Okay. I'm going to leave 2 hours, 17 minutes in for Michael Jordan's birthday, 217. It's interesting. 2 times 17 is 34. Modern day Freemasonry was founded 1717. So, of course, the GOAT Michael Jordan was born on 217, which is 2 17s. From Trump's birthday, 14/6, until George Floyd's birthday, who died on the 146th day, is 9984. I can't make you see the 1984. Wow. Yeah, and the 146 is, like you said, Trump's birthday. It's off the charts, isn't it? It's off the charts. And Real Madrid just got the 14th European Cup, kept Liverpool on 6, like 14/6, connected to Trump. Zion's birthday, 6/7. Wow, you've got the 6/7 in your name as well. All right. Well, yeah, 7 times 6 is your 42. Philadelphia 76ers. Just wild. So, yeah, World Series, insane codes for both. If it's Revelation, Philly win 4-2. If it's about Astro World, Astros win. I would put Revelation above Astro World. Because Astro World was connected to Revelation. So we'll see what happens. Whatever happens, if Philly win this 4-2, then just fasten your seatbelt is all I'll say. I'm not saying it's happening. I'm just saying if Philadelphia win this World Series 4-2, fasten your seatbelt, guys. But I don't know. I just know the recent NHL Stanley Cup final was 4-2, like I said it would be. That was all Revelation. The Warriors, they beat Boston Celtics 4-2. That was Revelation. I said at the beginning of this baseball season, the World Series would finish 4-2. If we get the World Series 4-2, the NBA Finals 4-2, and the Stanley Cup Final 4-2, and the last World Cup Final was 4-2, you really have to start thinking, geez Louise, baby, I think this illusion's right. I think he's right. Do you think we're in a time loop? Somewhat, yeah. They say history repeats itself. I think it does. I think we are on a loop. Yeah, I do. They call Iniesta, Yeah, it's deep. It's deep. Him and Xavi used to fight over the number 6 jersey as well. That's why one of them would wear 6 for Barcelona, the other would wear 6 for Spain. They really wanted that 6 jersey. And we know Iniesta and Xavi go hand in hand. They have the 68. If one's wearing 6, the other wears 8. Which is 68 with those two, who we told are two of the greatest central midfielders of our generation. 6 and 8. Xavi's now the head coach of Barcelona. Xavi coached in Qatar, where the World Cup's going to be. He said Messi was going to win the World Cup last year. I don't know, but he said it. So I'm off. Adam, do you think house number means something? Yeah. I'm living at number 3 right now, organically. I didn't look for it. My apartment number's 3. Yeah. My dad lived at 199 Valley Road. Tom Brady was drafted 199th pick. First ever house I lived in was 12 Belmont Crescent. 12. Brady's jersey number. 12 times 12 is 144. I was born on my dad's birthday. We're both born 14-4. All right, right now my mum lives at number 7. My dad lives at number 11. 7-11. That's your 77. The Euro 2020 final was on 7-11. So yes, your number absolutely means something. I really do. Believe that from my personal sinks. My house number in Mexico, when I was with my absolutely stunning, incredible, beautiful wife, 641. 6 plus 4 plus 1 is 11. I was born on my dad's 31st birthday, the 11th prime. My dad was 11 years old when England won the World Cup. My favourite number is 11. Always has been, always will be. That was before I knew it was a master number. So yeah, yes, I do believe that the house number where you live at will have relevance to the numbers in your life. But if you're unaware of the knowledge, you're not going to acknowledge it. Like anything, when you're unaware and oblivious, you can't appreciate something that you're not aware of. All right, I'm off. Yeah, and England won the World Cup in 66, the 11th triangular number. Thank you. We'll leave it on that. Alto, thanks for all you do, mate. You're a real good guy and phenomenal decoder. And if Leeds win, I'll do a video and say, listen, Alto, this guy is a different level. All right, I'm off. Take care. Much love. I'll leave it 2-2-2. It is what it is. Have a wonderful day. God wins. But it's going to be tough next year, guys. It's going to be a real tough year. But again, pressure makes diamonds, doesn't it? Take care. Much love and adios.